the Sandhill Cranes. Some of these great birds, the real snowbirds, have been traveling with me from Alaska to the Southwest to spend the winter. We're both using the same general migration route. Here it's the Rio Grande, near Socorro, New Mexico. They're above it right now, and I'm camped beside it. You can see humans have borrowed from the river for irrigation purposes, shrinking the habitat for these cranes. But they still have room. They find wide spots in the river, and I'm camped near one of those. We run on the same daily schedule. Wake at dawn. Looks like these guys have had their coffee. They are chatterboxes up there. Right now, they're flocking to get ready to feed in the local farm fields. And I'm getting ready to play golf at the local golf course. When the sun starts to set, we'll both return. Them on the other side of the trees to a shallow sandbar area where they will bed down for the night, relatively safe from predators. And me on this side, I won't disturb them by getting too close. There's not enough room for both of us on the river. You'd think I would put in earplugs, but they settle down at about the same rate I do. After spending a few days here, I'll be turning a bit southwest tomorrow. I don't know if they'll follow me. I hope I see them again. But for the rest of tonight, I'd rather be no place else. On my way to a Wilcox, Arizona antique store to buy an Alaska map for a friend, I realized I had bonded with the cranes back in New Mexico, and so I learned a little bit more about them. First off, of the 250,000 Sandhill cranes that migrate through Alaska each year, only 8,000 of those take the same route I take, starting in the Yukon Flats area of Alaska, then southeast bound through Western Canada, down through the Northwest United States, and ending up in the Southwest states. And what else? They got a 6-foot wingspan, stand 3 feet tall. They can fly 400 miles a day. So I doubt they're following me. I'm following them if I can keep up with them. And they've been doing this a lot longer than me. I've only been a snowbird for 3 years. They've been migrating for at least 2 million years. They're one of the oldest known bird species. And they were doing fine until we showed up, the white European wave. I'm one of those descendants. With our manifest destiny doctrine. By the mid-1900s, there were only about 1,000 greater Sandhill cranes left in the country. This was due to loss of habitat and overhunting. Fortunately, the wildlife conservation movement occurred in the late 60s, early 70s, and with it came protections for these cranes. Slowly but surely, the numbers, well, they're up to 500,000 now. Here we go. So after I delivered the Alaska map to my Arizona friend, wait, what? A funny thing happened on the way to the Wilcox golf course. Whoa. I didn't even go golfing. I ended up staying here all day. A playa, I learned, is a dry lake bed in the desert. Huge basins, very shallow, if there's any water at all, and no tall vegetation. The cranes love these things. They can see predators from a long ways off. A safe place for them to spend a night. And they're coming in now as the sun sets. Jockeying for position. Settling in. Yeah, we're both staying tonight. You know, I pride myself on being a solo camper. I will make an exception now and then. Thank you, Sandhill Cranes. For letting me hang out with you for a while.